Good morning runners, and welcome back to another video from me, That Running Girl. In today's video, I'm going to be bringing you along on my hill session. You might remember this hill session from last winter when I did a similar video showing you the hill that I run on. But it's going to be very different this time because it's super hot in the UK and super dry at the moment, and you'll just see the beautiful countryside as I'm running. So we're going to do 4 reps of 3 minutes hard up the hill and then recovery slowly down the hill. And then we're going to do 4 smaller reps of about a third of the hill. So about 1 minute hard up and then recovery easy back down the hill. We're going to do a 1 mile warm up and a 1 mile cool down. And I'm also going to show you what I ate before this hill session and what I'm eating afterwards to refuel. I've definitely been upping my protein lately because as a plant-based runner, my coaches thought that I wasn't getting enough protein, and after speed sessions in the week, I just was feeling really fatigued and a lot more tired than usual and feeling like my body wasn't recovering as well as it could do. So my coaches basically told me to look into more plant-based protein sources. So I have upped my protein sources and I'm going to show you what some of those are. So let's get into it. So we're almost ready to run now. Our hair is up, shades are on, and we are looking in the fridge to see what we're going to recover with after the run. Every time I do a what I eat or what's in my fridge video, I swear there's never anything in my fridge because it's always on the day that I need to go food shopping, but you will get a rough idea. So let's start with this. Okay, so this is what I'm going to eat when I get back. It is a Mexican style bean and sweet potato wrap. So obviously the beans in here are going to be super good protein wise for after my run. I'm also going to drink one of these, which is an Alpro Soya chocolate flavor vegetarian milk. I'm actually vegetarian, not vegan, but I really hate the taste of milk, so that's why I always go for soya. And then I've got my Lucozades up here, so I will probably just have some of that when I get back. And then tonight I'm going to cook something featuring these, which are Cauldron vegetarian Lincolnshire style sausages, which are super nice and taste, I was going to say really meaty, but when I say that, it makes me sound like I actually really like the taste of meat, which I never did, even though I've been a vegetarian for 23 years. But yeah, they are super succulent and very tasty. They also go well in loads of things, from like casseroles to sandwiches to barbecues. So that is what I'm going to have when I get back from my run. And now my fridge is beeping at me, telling me that I should shut the door. But I'm also going to be taking one of my SIS, Science in Sport, cola gels on my run, because since I started taking gels, it has been an absolute game changer. And I just can't believe that I went 20 years running without taking any gels, which actually does make me think that I'm quite hardcore though, having done 31 marathons without taking gels. But now I am on the gel game. I am not coming off it. So let's get our shoes on and get out. So just left the house and heading to the first mile warm up of the hill session. It is so humid today, hence why my breathing is just all over the place. But this is the warm up, so we're not judging. Also, I feel like you're either one of those runners in the summer who gets on better with bright sun or gets on better with no sun and humidity. I am the first one. I don't mind how hot or how bright it is, but the humidity just zaps me so much. But yeah, 3 tips on the hill session, which I am taking as tips for myself today, as well as giving you all them. Firstly, shorten your stride. So you're never going to be able to run a hill well if you've got a super long stride on it, because gravity. Secondly, lift your knees and lean into the hill. So if you're lifting your knees up, you're getting that power and you're fighting against gravity. And thirdly, think effort, not pace. So I was definitely guilty of this when I first started doing hills with my coach in January. But now I realise that effort is so much more important than pace, because firstly, it's a training run and not a race. Secondly, the conditions are going to vary wildly. You know, one day it might be super humid, the next day it might be super windy, the next day, women, you might be on your period and your body just feels, you know, super heavy and tired. So yeah, put the effort in and reap the rewards. So you can see hill in the distance there. We're almost half a mile into the run. So let's catch back up when we get to that hill. So warm up done. You can see now the hill in the distance. It's what we're going to be running up. 8 hills. Only one out here. Which is just the way distance runner likes it, right? So nice when you can see all the crops in the field and the season's changing. So we're at the hill now. Warm up done. This is the hill that we are going to be running. Boom. 4 hard reps, 4 easy reps. Let's go. Okay, so hill session done. I'm going to be shouting at you now because the wind is super strong. Naturally on the way back after my hard sesh. I don't know about you, but 2 hardest conditions combined to run in for me are humidity and wind, both of which are at play now. So yeah, 8 hills done. On the cool down, next sesh probably be a steady 8 miler, then long run, half marathon training, 30-second marathon build up at the weekend. So let me know what your favourite hill sesh is below. See you in the next one.